Oops, we didn't start. Hi everyone, Wanakkam, Assalamualaikum. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in Little England in Nuwara Eliya. A very warm welcome on behalf of the Royal Turf Club. This is how we welcome you in grand style to Little England, Nuwara Eliya for the RTC Governors Cup Race Day. Now, in the racing calendar, the RTC Governors Cup Race Day is, in fact, the most significant race day for the racing enthusiasts here in Sri Lanka. So, first of all, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you watching us live on Channel I, the leader in sports. So, we have a huge TV audience, a very warm welcome, and we want you to be glued to that screen in front of you because there's going to be lots of horse racing action and there's going to be lots of entertainment as well. And we have a huge audience here in the race course in Nuwara Eliya. So we want you, ladies and gentlemen, to make a big noise for everyone in the TV land to hear your cheer. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. You're going live on Channel I, the leader in sports. Come on, get it louder, louder, louder. Smile, everybody, for the entire Sri Lanka to see. Smile, everybody, for the entire world to see. All right, the excitement is building up. And we have lots of excitement to plan out for you. And the signature or the key event is going to be the Governors Cup race, which is going to be the finale or the final race. But right now, at approximately, what's your time? At approximately 11 a.m., we begin the first race for today, and that is the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. Now, there is a lot of enthusiasm. There's a lot of encouragement that has been given to the Royal Turf Club to conduct these races over the years. In fact, 2019 was the last Governors Cup race day because 2020 was not possible due to the pandemic situation here in Sri Lanka and throughout the world. So this year, 2021 looks very, very promising, and we say a huge thank you right at the start for the wonderful generosity put together by EFL, our main sponsor. Come on, put your hands together louder for our main sponsor, EFL. Thank you very much, and to all our other sponsors who we'll be mentioning later on. But right now, the excitement is building up, and we are now getting ready for the first race, which will commence at 11 a.m. So we invite you to stick around and enjoy the horse racing at the highest level. And that's the ambition, that's the intention of the Royal Turf Club. And in fact, this sport has been in existence since 1875. The tradition, the legacy, and all that pomp and pageantry connected to horse racing has been in existence since 1875. That's how long this sport has existed. So this rich tradition, this rich culture is carried forward, and this is carried forward in keeping in mind that horse racing has to be brought to the highest level, and that is the intention of the Royal Turf Club. So we need to say a huge congratulations to the Royal Turf Club for their magnanimous efforts put in to bring the standards of horse racing here in Sri Lanka to international standards. As you look around, you see a wonderful infrastructure developed, refurbished, and all these put together thanks to the wonderful dynamism of the Royal Turf Club. So there's going to be horse racing, there's going to be entertainment, there's going to be fashion, and all in all, you are going to have a wonderful time. Are you ready to have a wonderful time, people? Can I hear it one more time? Are you ready to have a wonderful time? Good. All right. So now I'm going to focus your attention to what you call the parade ring. Now, the parade ring is the place where we will see the riders and the runners doing the parading and the final discussions between the officials that will happen. And soon after that, the riders and the runners will come onto the track, and they'll be taken to the starting gate, and then we begin the race. So right now, we're getting ready to take you, or take your focus to the parade ring area. All right, so if you focus your attention to the parade ring area, you will see the runners and riders for the first race parading, and that is in fact the first race that will take place at approximately 11 a.m. So have a look at the parade ring. Those are the runners that will be taking part for the first race. One of the most significant days for horse racing here in Sri Lanka, the RTC Governors Cup Race Day 2021. So very soon we'll be seeing the runners and riders coming out of the track, and while we wait, let's quickly run through the list of runners who will be vying for the first race, which is the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. The Sports Ministry Challenge Cup race is the first one, which is in fact a 1400-meter race commencing at approximately 11 a.m. It's a Class 5 race which will span a distance of 1400 meters. So if we have a look at the parade ring, we have 6 runners. We have 6 runners who will be vying for the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup, waiting for Glory, Krabi, Miss Ivory, Goldie Girl, Cosmopolitan, and Aries. So those are the 6 runners who will be vying for the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup, the first race at the 2021 edition of the RTC Governors Cup Race Day. So we have the riderless runners doing their usual parading in the parade ring. Have a look at the runners. Number 2, we have Krabi, and doing a very comfortable walk there. Coming before you right now on the screen, we have Miss Ivory. Now, Krabi is owned by Dr. M. Dhanawardhan Guruge and trained by S.D. Mahesh, and the jockey will be K. Naidu. And Miss Ivory, owned by Mr. Kosala Senaratna, trainer Sridhar Selvaratnam, and the jockey K. Sanjeevan. And have a look at Goldie Girl. That's number 4. Goldie Girl, owned by the Edward Stables, trainer S.D. Mahesh, and jockey J. Chinoy. And look at number 6, Aries, owned by Mr. Anuku Souza, trainer Jayant Vijay Singh, and jockey P. Dinesh. And that's number 1. Waiting for Glory, owned by Mr. Hasanga Jayaratna, trained by Sridhar Selvaratnam, and jockey R. Vaibhav. So those are the 6 runners who will be vying for the first trophy, which is the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. So we have a cool breeze flowing across the race course here in Nuwara Eliya. Well, the sky is getting a little cloudy, but we hope and pray that we'll have very favorable weather conditions to carry out the races without any interruptions. So once again, a valiant effort put in by the Royal Turf Club to make things all happen and to give you nothing but the very best in horse racing and also entertainment. So we have the crowd very impatiently waiting for the commencement of the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. And while you wait, just to remind you that we'll be having the bestest lady, bestest gent, and the best hat as well. That's the shot of the starting gates. That's a 1400-meter marker starting gate. There you go. That's a list of runners for the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. Waiting for Glory, owned by Mr. Hasanga Jayaratna, trained by Sridhar Selvaratnam, jockey R. Vaibhav. Number 2, Krabi, owned by Dr. M. Dhanawardhan Guruge, trained by S.D. Mahesh, and jockey K. Naidu. Number 3 will be Miss Ivory, owned by Mr. Kosala Senaratna, trained by Sridhar Selvaratnam, and jockey K. Sanjeevan. And also number 4 will be Goldie Girl, owned by the Edward Stables, trained by S.D. Mahesh and the jockey J. Chinoy. Number 5 will be Cosmopolitan, owned by Mr. Anuka Souza, a trainer Jayant Vijay Singh and jockey S. Pradeep. And number 6, Aries, owned by Mr. Anuka Souza and trained by Jayant Vijay Singh and jockey P. Dinesh. So those are the 6 runners, the starting gate. All right, the runners coming on to the track. How about putting your hands together and wishing all of them all the best? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Already down the track, number 2, Krabi, of course, riderless at the moment, making its way to the starting gates. And very soon we'll be seeing the other runners as well, making their way to the starting gates. So for this race, a Class 5 handicap race, we have a span of 1,400 meters. So the starting gates are positioned at the 1,400 meter mark. Come on, put your hands together for the other runners as well. So we have an exciting crowd here, a crowd with a lot of expectations come to the race course in Nuwara Eliya, expecting a lot of horse racing at the highest level, expecting a lot of entertainment, expecting a lot of excitement. So that's exactly what the Royal Turf Club is waiting to give you. There you go. Waiting for Glory coming out of the track. That's number 1, Waiting for Glory. How about a round of applause? Glory's round of applause for Waiting for Glory as well. And who's coming on to the track next? Yes, we have the next runner with the rider, and that is Miss Ivory. Is that right? Yes. Miss Ivory. Come on, let's hear it for Miss Ivory. And also following Miss Ivory is the Goldie Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot be silent. We need your cheer as well. That's what makes horse racing exciting. So the runners are little by little making their way to the starting gates. And we have 2 more in the track, and that's Cosmopolitan and Aries. 2 similar colors. Not a surprise because both are owned by Mr. Anuka Souza. That's Cosmopolitan and Aries. So what distinguishes between these 2 will be the color of the cap. The white cap, Aries, and Cosmopolitan with the blue. So there you go, all 6 runners on the track. Now what we're waiting to see is the all 6 runners moving to the starting gate. So people in the grandstand, you can have a look at what's happening thanks to the live coverage given by the leader in sports, Channel I, and not only you, the entire Sri Lanka, and thanks to connectivity, the entire world is able to see what's happening here in Little England, Nuwara Eliya. So progressively they are moving or making their way to the starting gates. And shortly we'll be seeing the stalling process. There you see the gates, and we'll see the riders being stalled one by one. If all goes well, without any blindfolds, let's see what happens. So they're in close proximity to the starting gates. Well, after all the runners are stalled, the gates open and the race begins. So keep your fingers crossed. Who could be the winner? Waiting for Glory, Krabi, Miss Ivory, Goldie Girl, Cosmopolitan, Aries. What's your forecast? Well, you can have your own forecasts as well. And just a minute or 2 or 3 will tell you who the real winner is. So it looks like Krabi is already stalled.
Krabi gone in without any effort at gate number 2. And we're waiting for the others to get into their stalls. All are in very close proximity to the starting gates. The RTC Governors Cup 2021, sponsored by the main sponsor, EFL. Once again, our grateful thanks going to our main sponsor. Right. As you can see, the runners are about to be stalled, and we see the handlers doing a lot of, putting a lot of effort, as you can see and understand, to make sure that everything goes smoothly. There's a lot of back-end operations. That is necessary for a smooth conduct of a race. So we're just giving you a glimpse of what kind of operation is taking place before the start of a race. So once again, if you're just joining us, just to let you know that we are going live on Channel I, the leader in sports, coming to you live from Little Nuwara Eliya, the RTC Governors Cup Race Day 2021, organized by the Royal Turf Club. So waiting for the runners to be stalled. And we have just passed 11 a.m., so we are running a little behind schedule. So hopefully we'll have the runners stalled. Oh yes. So we see Aries very close to the stalling gates. You a little bit of trouble to the handlers, not very happy to get into the gates. A little bit of protest by Aries. Not exactly sure what it is, but anyway, the handlers will definitely make sure that he's made calm and he gets into the stalling gates. So just only Krabi stalled. We're waiting for the other 5 runners to be stalled. Aries not looking happy at all. Maybe you didn't clap loud enough for Aries to get comfortably stalled in the gates. So everyone is waiting impatiently. What's the race? The Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. Indeed, the first one. And the approximate commencement time was 11 a.m. We just passed that time marker. So we're trying to start the race ASAP. So that's Aries, very close to the starting gate. What's on his mind? Oops. Who's that? Do we have a new runner? All right. So, looks like everyone here at the racecourse is enjoying themselves, including the canines. So, 5 runners, or rather 5 runners still to be stalled, and while the 5 runners are yet to be stalled, Krabi is comfortably in the stall. So whenever the cameras focus on you, you can definitely cheer and also smile, because your loved ones, your friends, wherever they may be in the world or in Sri Lanka, they're watching you, because this is the live coverage done by the leader in sports in Sri Lanka, Channel I. So very soon, the first race is going to be flagged down. This is, in fact, a sport that has been in existence since 1875. This has definitely attracted many tourists, local as well as foreign, to Little England in Nuwara Eliya, and today is not an exemption. What could be the problem? Well, the handlers are making a brave attempt. And whilst we have this live coverage on Channel I, just to let you know that we have this live coverage on Rupavahini, Sri Lanka Rupavahini Facebook, and also YouTube as well. So, right, that's Miss Ivory, finally Miss Ivory has got into the stalling gates. And also waiting for glory. And now they have decided that enough is enough. Maybe the riders themselves or the runners themselves have decided that enough is enough. But three more to be stalled. Who are the three more? Cosmopolitan, Aries, and Goldie Girl. So, no sooner these three are stalled, we begin the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. Aries quite close to the stalling gate, but still being a little hesitant to get into the gate. So any moment we should see loading operations complete, and any moment we will see the first race for the day start. There you go, the handles making a huge effort. And yet another stalling complete. A huge thank you to the handling staff. And everyone is getting impatient, including me. When are we going to start? Yes, that's the million-dollar question. Well, it all lies in the hands of the runners. So we have a very distinguished audience present here this morning, and we'd like to welcome them very warmly on behalf of the Royal Turf Club. Just a while ago, you saw our special guest, the Chief of Staff of the Prime Minister's Office, Mr. Yoshit Rajapaksa as well, and also we have members of the Diplomatic Corps as well. So, what's happening at the starting gate? Looks like we are set and ready. What do you think? We should be having six runners stalled in the gates. I think we're just left with one more outside. All right, we are about to begin, and they're flagged off, and they take off. And we have the initial lead. Come on, that's the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. And we have the initial lead by Miss Ivory, and also we have Goldie Girl in second place, and also we have Cosmopolitan as they negotiate the bend. This is for the 1400-meter race in the first race for the RTC Sports Club, RTC Governor's Cup Race Day 2021. So you have a long shot from the drone capturing the straight stretch of the runners, and there you go. We have a very comfortable lead by Miss Ivory, and closely followed by a Goldie Girl. And as they negotiate the bend, as we mentioned, this is the 1400-meter race for the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup, and we see Miss Ivory's lead is decreasing as Goldie Girl approaches, and they're like a little less than 1.5 lengths behind. And also coming from the outside, we have Waiting for Glory, and still Miss Ivory in the lead, but we have Goldie Girl and also Waiting for Glory. But we see Miss Ivory making a clear read, but given a nice chase by Goldie Girl. Miss Ivory indeed, and this is the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. And we have Waiting for Glory taking the second place. And yes, Miss Ivory indeed getting a very comfortable win. And yes, definitely keeping that lead right from the start. Springing out off the gates and being in the lead right from the start. And that was a wonderful run by Miss Ivory. Congratulations, it's owned by Mr. Kosala Sinaratna and trained by Sridhar Selvaratnam and the jockey K. Sanjeevan. Right, so we'll wait for the official results. We'll wait for the official results to come up on the display area, and what happens is the official results will have to come so that it is confirmed. So unofficially, you saw what happened, and there was no doubt at all. No doubt at all. And that was a very, very fought, very well fought race. And that's the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. Truly, truly spectacular run there. Now, we're going to focus the spotlight to the winner and to the forces that was behind the winner in winning this trophy, the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. Let's put our hands together for all the runners and riders. Congratulations. You did really well on the track. And here's the one, here's the one. Your bigger round of applause, your big round of applause. Miss Ivory indeed, owned by Mr. Kosala Senaratna, trainer Sridhar Selvaratnam and jockey K. Sanjeevan. We're waiting for the official results to come up, but even before that we have the photo moments and the camera moments. Have a look, have a look. We're waiting for the official results, and that'll come up in the display area. But before that, we have the photo moment. How about putting your hands together one more time? Louder. For the spectacular run. And the judges bringing up the official results on the display. Have a look, have a look. And this is the result of number 1. The first race, Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. And right on top, we have number 3. Yes, Miss Ivory, number 3. And we have just below number 1, that is Waiting for Glory. And below that, we'll be having, what do we have? We're waiting for the official results. Yeah, and that is Goldie Girl. Come on, put your hands together. The official results are coming up. And while you witness the official results, we have a recap as well. Have a look at that wonderful run by Miss Ivory, taking the lead, shooting ahead right from the start, right from the gates, and giving a good chase by Goldie Girl, and also from the outside by Waiting for Glory. And closer to the finish line, we had Waiting for Glory taking over from Goldie Girl, and that's how Waiting for Glory became second. But clearly, we saw Miss Ivory reigning supreme with a very clear lead, about 3 lengths between the first and the second. That's the replay, and congratulations. Could you please put your hands together once again for the winner of the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup, Miss Ivory. Come on, everybody, let's put our hands together. Well, that's the conclusion of the first race, the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup, and all these proceedings going live on Channel I, the leader in sports. And get ready for the next race, which will be at approximately 11:40, which will be the Wedgebest International Cup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just finished the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. And if you're watching the screen, there you go. On the screen, we have the official results as well. So once again, congratulations to Miss Ivory. As we mentioned, the second race coming up at approximately 11:40. And while we wait for the second race, we would like to say a huge thank you on behalf of the organizers to our sponsors. So if not for our sponsors, this day, the RTC Governors Cup race day wouldn't have become a reality. So we would like to now take this opportunity in saying a huge thank you to our sponsors. And
We're coming to you live from Nuwara Eliya, the race course here in Nuwara Eliya. And for the people watching us on Channel I and the live streams, just to tell you that we'll be now switching to the main control room of Rupavahini, and we'll be back with the live coverage very shortly.
තමන්ගේ ආර්ථිකය වෙනුවෙන් යන ගමනක් නෙවෙයි. දේශයේම ආර්ථිකය ඉහළ නංවන්නට යන ගමනක්.
ඇගේ දියුණුව වෙනුවෙන්
one race, which is the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup. And now, before we get to the next race, we're going to go into a little bit of fashion. So we have a ramp, and we have one of Sri Lanka's renowned fashion designers, Charani Suryage, presenting this segment of fashion. So let's put our hands together for the creations, the wonderful creations of renowned designer Charani Suryage.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang. He shot me down. Bang, bang. I hit the ground. Bang, bang. That awful sound. Bang, bang. My baby shot me.
present the trophy for the winner of race number 1. And what was the race number 1? The race number 1 was the race for the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup in the RTC Governors Cup Race Day 2021. And I'm sure you recall the fantastic run right from the start. It was a lead maintained by Miss Ivory, and to the end, it was a lead maintained by Miss Ivory. Could you please put your hands together for Miss Ivory, the winner of the Sports Ministry Challenge Cup, owned by Mr. Kosala Senaratna, trainer Sridhar Selvaratnam, and the winning jockey K. Sanjeevan. So can we invite all three of you? The winning owner, Mr. Kosala Senaratna, the trainer Sridhar Selvaratnam, and the winning jockey K. Sanjeevan. So those are the winning forces behind Miss Ivory. Come on, get it louder. Make some noise, people. That's the trophy. The Sports Ministry Challenge Cup trophy. And the winning forces behind Miss Ivory. Congratulations. So a couple of moments for our photographers to capture this very important moment and the picture. And all this is covered and telecast live on the leader, by the leader of sports in Sri Lanka, Channel I, and also on the webcast or the live stream of the Royal Turf Club and also Rupavahini as well. A big thank you to the presentation party. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you. With that, we end the presentation, and now we're getting ready for race number 2. Get ready for race number 2. And while you get ready for race number 2, we invite you to focus your attention to the parade ring, as we will, like before, see the runners and riders parading in the parade ring area. So focus your attention to the parade ring. And for the people seated in the grandstand, we have the footage. We have the footage coming to you on the screen. You have it all, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen. The footage comes to you from the parade ring. So have a look at the runners and some of the riders already in the parade ring. Scheduled time for the commencement is 11:40.
$11:40 is the commencement time for the second race. If you have your program cards, have a look. Race number 2 is the Wedgebest International Cup. That's a Class 4 race, which will also run 1,400 meters. So same as race number 1, 1,400 meter race. Already on the track, we have one of the runners. Have a look. That's Zulu Fantasy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runners who will be vying for the Wedgebest International Cup. Zulu Fantasy making its way to the starting gates. Come on, your cheer as well. Let's put our hands together as we have Toscano and also Go Green. Toscano and Go Green. Zulu Fantasy, Wood Stables, trained by S.D. Mahesh and jockey J. Chinoy, and also Toscano, owned by Mr. David Anthony, and trainer S. Alexander, jockey S.D. Janaka, and Go Green, owned by Mr. W.R.M. Ramses Peter Fernando, trained by S.D. Mahesh and jockey L. Dayalan. Have a look at the other runners as well. Number 5 is Torpedo. At the moment, riderless. Torpedo on the track. Torpedo is owned by the Fearless Stables and Stud Farm, trainer S.V. Madhyalagan, and the jockey K. Sanjeevan. And moving ahead, Starmont. Starmount is owned by the Edward Stables, trainer S.D. Mahesh and jockey K. Naidu. And also we have Night King, number 6 Night King, owned by Miss Nishara Jaratna, trained by Sridhar Selvaratnam and the jockey Vivek. So all in all we should be having 7 runners for this next race, Vegubest International Cup, sponsored by Vegubest. The runners and riders making their way slowly to the starting gates, which is in fact the 1400-meter marker gate. So weather at the moment looking very fine. It's cool, not very sunny. It was quite sunny in the morning, burning hot in the morning, but now it has cooled down. We had a little bit of drizzle as well, but looks like that has also passed, and we're in good hands as far as the weather gods are concerned. So you can see the starting gates, the 1400-meter marker starting gates, and almost all the runners have come to the starting gates, circling around in close proximity to the starting gates, and very soon to be stalled. Very soon to be stalled. The RTC Governors Cup 2021 race day, sponsored by EFL Expo Lanka. There you go. The runners for the Vegubest International Cup. Number 1, Honorius, owned by the Fearless Stables and Stud Farm, trainer S.V. Madhilagam, jockey Anil. Number 2, Starmount, owned by the Edward Stables, trainer S.D. Mahesh and jockey K. Naidu. Number 3, Toscano, owned by Mr. David Anthony, trained by S. Alexander and the jockey S.D. Janaka. Number 4, Go Green, owned by Mr. W.R.M. Ramses Peter Fernando, trained by S.D. Mahesh and the jockey L. Dialan. Number 5, Torpedo, owned by the Fearless Stables and Stud Farm, trainer S.B. Madhyalagam and the jockey K. Sanjeevan. Number 6, Night King, owned by Ms. Nishara Jaratna, trainer Sridhar Selvaratnam and the jockey Vivek. And number 7, Zulu Fantasy, owned by the Edward Stables, trained by S.D. Mahesh and jockey J. Chinoy. Now people, what's your forecast? Who do you think is going to win? Do come to your own conclusions. Do come to your forecasts. But finally, the judges' result, and that's going to be the final. Right now, the runners and riders circling very close to the starting gates. Any moment, we start the second race. The Vegubest International Cup. The crowd, as usual, waiting with a lot of expectation. Well, the last race was absolutely thrilling. We had the runner that shot to the start, or to the first, right at the start, keeping the distance, maintaining the first place right through, and winning very, very comfortably. There you go. That's how you can connect yourself to the Facebook and also YouTube of Lanka Rupavahini coming on your screen, and also the RTC or the Royal Turf Club Facebook page as well. Not forgetting the live telecast on the leader in sports, Channel I. So it's been very exciting up to now. The excitement will continue. And soon after this race, we'll be having musical entertainment as well. So we have a fantastic band and a renowned entertainer here in Little England, who's come all the way from Colombo to entertain you. So stick around for that as well. That'll be soon after this next race. So we have fashion, we have music, and we have prizes and surprises as well for the people here at the race course as well. The best dressed lady, the best dressed gent, and the best hat. So that's what we see here in the grandstands in the RTC, Nuwara Eliya. A fabulous crowd, and also technology. All those towers responsible for transmitting all those signals that are picked up. So it's a very cool and calm, soothing morning here in Nuwara Eliya. Not too sunny, but of course we have a little bit of clouds that are setting over us. We're still waiting for the stalling operations. Let's see what's happening in the stalling gate area, about to be stalled. We have 7 runners about to be stalled. Still circling around. The handlers ever ready to do their job, and also at times the runner is getting a little difficult, a little hesitant, and sometimes getting impossible as well. And sometimes we need the blindfolds as well. Well, looks like one runner is already in the gates. And the others to be stalled any moment. So once again, this is a 1400 meter race for Class 4 horses for the Wedgebest International Cup. Once again, a huge thanks going to EFL, our main sponsor. Thank you very much for your generosity, which comes under the Expo Lanka Holdings PLC. And in fact, we have the chairman himself, Mr. Hitoshi Kanahori, the chairman of Expo Lanka Holdings PLC, who's here as a guest of honor. We're indeed honored to have you and also your officials. And once again, thank you to Expo Lanka or EFL for coming forward as a main sponsor. And also to all other sponsors. So we have Torpedo already in the stalls, and Starmount is also stalled. Torpedo, Starmount. We have next Zulu Fantasy going in without any trouble. And also Toscano. And what we're waiting right now is for, yes, Toscano yet to go in. So what has gone in is Go Green. Go Green has gone in, and we're waiting for Toscano and also Night King to be stalled. So just 2 runners outside the gates to be stalled, Toscano and Night King. So what could happen? Anything could happen. Until the last moment, no one can say what exactly will happen. So that's the magic of a race. So the horse racing is no exemption. Toscano still outside. Looks like we have put the blinds on, Toscano. So being stalled with the blinds on, no other choice. There you go, with the blinds on, still making life quite difficult for the handlers. Looks like all 7 runners have been stalled, and any moment we're getting ready for the flag down. Wedgebest International Cup race, and any moment the gates are going to open. Will we have a little bit of restlessness in the gate as well? And the gates open, and we begin the Wedgebest International Cup. Come on, put your hands together. The race has begun, and we have Night King taking a little bit of initial lead from the rest of the bunch, and also closely followed by Toscano and Night King, followed by Torpedo. That's the story in the first stretch, taking the bend comfortably and now coming to the straight run as they go uphill in this 1400 meter race for the Wedgebest International Cup. Look at that. We have quite a big lead between the first and the second and the others. So we have Toscano and also Night King in a very comfortable position, and the others quite lagging behind as they take the straight stretch and go for the left turn very, very comfortably, but still in the lead. Of course, coming from the outside, see the runner coming from the outside, giving a nice run to the person in the one in the front as they negotiate the bend and come to the straight stretch. And look at what's happening. This is for the Veggie International Cup, and we see Stormont in the lead, Stormont in the lead as well, and anything could happen because we have Honorius as well, and also Torpedo as well. So Honorius taking the lead at the end, and that is a nail-biting finish. What a race it was, and quite different to the other one, and no one knew what's going to happen until the last moment. And truly, towards the final couple of lengths, we had Honorius striking forward with a wonderful pace of energy and winning this Veggie International Cup with a lot of excitement created here at the racecourse here in Nuwara Eliya. So that is the end of the Veggie International Cup. We will have replays as well. That was truly exciting and truly nail-biting as well. So, in similar colors there, owned by the Fearless Stables. Congratulations to the winners, and we will now have the photo opportunity to be given to the winner of the Veggie International Cup, and also we wait very impatiently to the judges' results as well to come up on the display. So while all that happens, could you please put your hands together for all the runners? We had 7 runners. We had 7 runners for the Veggie International Cup. And from the start, it was quite a different story, but towards the end, just maybe around 10 lengths before the end, we had Honorius. We had Honorius giving a fearless run, absolutely fearless run, and thus becoming the winner of the Veggie International Cup. So we have the winning moments. There you go. Have a look at the screen. Have a look at the screen. For a moment, it was Night King, and then being overtaken. Night King being overtaken at the initial stretch. And then we had 2 runners with quite huge gap between the others. And finally, in the final stretch, in the final straight run, we had all that changed, and we had Honorius taking over at the final moment from Stormont. There you go. See what happens right at the end. For a moment, everyone thought Stormont was going to be the winner, but right at the end, we had Honorius giving us super entertainment. So we have the official results coming up. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. That's the official result. The winner, number 1, Honorius. And followed by number 5, that's Torpedo, who came number 2, and coming number 3 was Zulu Fantasy. So the official results will be coming up right now. That's the official result, and also on your screen as well. The winner of the Veggie International Cup. Come on, let's put our hands together for Honorius, the winner, and the first runner-up, Torpedo, and the second runner-up, Zulu Fantasy. There you go. Have a look at the official results as well. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to momentarily take your attention away from horse racing and take you to entertainment. We have one of the finest bands in Sri Lanka to entertain you here at the race course, and that is Redeemers. And together with Redeemers, we have the singing sensation Umaria to entertain you. Could you please put your hands together and welcome on stage Umaria.
Thank you.
the RTC committee member and general manager of the Grand Hotel. We also would like to invite committee member Mr. Hakaria as well, and they'll be accompanied to the presentation area by Ms. Nisita Rupavahini, treasurer of the Royal Turf Club. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please put your hands together and welcome our presentation party. So the task right now is to present the second trophy for the day, and that is the Wedgie-Best International Cup, the Wedgie-Best International Cup. So we had a nail-biting finish. At the start, it was quite a different picture, but later on, we had Honorius reigning supreme in the final stages, giving a fearless run. So, ladies and gentlemen, none other than runner number one, Honorius, winning the Wedgie-Best International Cup. Put your heads together louder. We'd like to invite the owner of Fearless Stables and Stunt Farm, trainer S.V. Madhyalagan, and the winning jockey Anil to the presentation area, because this is your big moment. Balangin nage at percent nade ta poddak vediunana ta kilo ekamara kita vediunana ta. Come on, get it louder, get it louder. The winning forces behind Honorius, owned by Fearless Stables and Stunt Farm, trained by S.V. Madhyalagan, and the winning jockey Anil. Wonderful effort, super performance, and definitely Honorius giving us a lot of entertainment, particularly at the end, close to the finish line. Congratulations, Honorius. And with that, we say a big thank you to Mr. Yoshit Rajapaksha and the presentation party. A big thank you. Right, we're done with the presentation. And what's your time? Because 12:20 is going to be the RTC Mayor's Cup. Get ready for the RTC Mayor's Cup race. That's the third race. So what you need to do is focus your attention to the parade ring area. Okay, awadaran parade ring eකට අපි යොමු කරමින් අපි සූදානම් වෙමු. තුන්වෙනි තරගාවලියේ RTC Governors Cup 2021 තුන්වෙනි තරගයට අපි යොමු වෙන්නයි මේ සූදානම් වන්නේ. All right, people, while we get ready for the third race, which is the Mayor's Cup, the RTC Mayor's Cup, just to let you know that the Grand Hotel Nuwara Eliya has a grand location here at the racecourse. Now, on the green, they have a food outlet. So if you're feeling hungry or thirsty, and if you need to get hold of some grand cuisine in terms of eats and drinks, there is a stall maintained by the Grand Hotel.
All right, people. This is how we are getting ourselves ready for race number 3 here at the racecourse in Nuwara Eliya. Your focus right now is the parade ring. Runners, minus the riders, are parading, and very soon we'll be seeing them on the track. So let's see how many we have for race number 3, which is called the RTC Mayor's Cup, which is powered by EXP. Well, if you have your program books with you, you will see that we have 4 runners. We have only 4 runners, and this is in fact a Class 3 race. A Class 3 race which will comprise of 4 runners. The RTC Mayor's Cup powered by Expo Lanka. We have runners Olive, Vigorous, Glittering, and Arabian Gold. Get ready. And soon after this race, look forward to another selection of fashion. There'll be another segment of fashion, and that'll be soon after this next race, the RTC Mayor's Cup, powered by Expo Lanka. We would like to congratulate the officials of the Royal Turf Club. And first and foremost, we say a huge thank you to our chief stipendary steward, Cyrus Madan. Though he's not here, he's made sure that horse racing is conducted to the highest standards, world standards. Thank you very much, Cyrus, for all your advice and all guidance given to the Royal Turf Club. And talking of the executive committee of the Royal Turf Club, we have Nihara Jayatilaka, the president. In fact, she's definitely a lady breaking or holding a record. The only lady president of a turf club, I should say, in South Asia. Secretary Diraj de Almeida, Treasurer Nisita Rupasinghe, committee members Refan Razin, Rioto Hakaria, and also Akram Mohideen. And when we have the officials, stipendary steward Jamil Subrati, Judge Eneke Ann Pitts, also Judge Ranjan Paranavitana, the Clerk of Scales, Thompson Rodriguez, and also the legal advisor, Attorney at Law Panduka Kirtinanda, who's a former president as well, and the veterinary consultant, Dr. K. Nizanada, and also our official photographer, Sagara Lakmal Demel. So our heartiest congratulations going to the executive committee for putting forward a wonderful day of racing. Not only today, we had one on the 20th of March. That's the RTC Spring and Summer Race Day, which was on the 20th of March. And there's another day. And there's another day, and that is on, if you have a look at the rear cover of your program book, it is in fact on the 24th of April, here at the race course, Saturday 24th. So keep those dates or the day marked in your diary. There's going to be another exciting race day. But right now the focus is on the RTC Governors Cup 2021. This is the RTC Cup Governors Cup race day. Still the runners and riders in the parade ring. Any moment they'll be coming onto the track. So have a look at the entry to the track. The runners and riders slowly making their way. Get ready. Get ready for the third race, race number 3, which is the RTC Mayor's Cup, powered by Expo Lanka. We have number 1, Olive. Let's put our hands together. Come on. Olive passing the grandstand. And Olive is followed by Vigorous. Vigorous number 2. Well, Olive is owned by the Fearless Stables and Stud Farm, trained by FC Madhyalagan and jockey Anil. Vigorous owned by Mr. D. Ajanta de Soiza, trained by Jayanta Vijay Singh and jockey S.D. Janakar. And look whom we have now passing you. Come on, let's put our hands together for Arabian Gold. That's owned by the Edward Stables, trained by S.D. Mahesh and jockey K. Naidu. Arabian Gold. And we have a riderless runner, and that's number 3, Glittering. Number 3, Glittering. So that completes the list of runners for race number 3, the RTC Mayor's Cup, powered by Expo Lanka. So this race will be run for 1600 meters. Earlier we had 2 1400-meter races, and this one is going to be run for 1600 meters. The grandstand crowd impatiently waiting, not in the grandstand, but everyone here at the race course impatiently waiting. So the runners slowly progressing towards the starting gates. Have a look at the screen. That's a list of runners for the RTC Mayor's Cup, powered by Expo Lanka. Number 1, Olive. Number 2, Vigorous. Number 3, Glittering. And number 4, Arabian Gold. This is Class 3 race, Class 3 horse category race. And to be run for a distance of 1600 meters. Now the camera is zooming. Shortly before that, zooming into the starting gates, but right now a couple of very keen horse racing enthusiasts impatiently waiting. Let's see who's very close to the starting gates. Vigorous. I believe Vigorous will be stalled first. And the sky up there doesn't look very, very happy. A bit of overcast. And we are hoping and praying that the weather gods will be kind to us. So we completed 2, and all in all, we have the most exciting one coming up very, very soon, and that is the RTC Governors Cup race. And that will be the finale. Celebrations for some people, undoubtedly, and excitement for everyone, undoubtedly, here at the race course in Nuwara Eliya. The weather, of course, getting cooler and cooler by the minute. Getting cooler is fine, but we're hoping that there won't be any rain. Everyone with lots of expectation, waiting for the race to start. The scheduled time was 12:20. 12:20. We're a little past 12:20. So we've been running behind schedule. So we have personalities in the silver screen as well, gracing this occasion. Sangeeta, with full of smiles there. Welcome on behalf of the Royal Turf Club. So the stalling operations. Glittering, impatiently waiting there. Vigorous, still circling around. Oops, Vigorous has been blindfolded, which means we're seeing a little bit of resistance by Vigorous. With the blindfolds on, Vigorous being taken to the starting gate. So we have 4 runners, class 3 horse category. Glittering. We're already Olive in. Glittering still outside. Arabian Gold already in. And Vigorous almost there. So out of the 3 runners we have Glittering still hovering around. Not looking too happy. The blinds on. And the moment Glittering goes in, we are ready to go. We are ready to go. And this one is for the RTC Mayor's Cup, powered by Expo Lanka. The handlers giving a little bit of a shove together with the blinds as they comfortably stall the reluctant Glittering. Right, we're getting ready for the RTC Mayor's Cup, powered by Expo Lanka. Any moment the gates are going to open and we start the race. Any moment, get ready, keep the excitement up. And here we go with race number 3 to start any moment. The gates open and here we begin the RTC Mayor's Cup. And looks very, very exciting as we have Vigorous coming, shooting into this lead right now, followed by Olive, and thereafter Glittering, and followed by Arabian Gold at the end. And as they take the turn, they're coming to the straight stretch, as we still see Vigorous in the lead, and closely followed by Olive and also Glittering. And now negotiating the bend and still maintaining quite a bit of lead between the other 3. We have Vigorous doing a vigorous run, and now the gap between Vigorous, the one in front right now, and the other 3 increasing a little bit as they take the straight and freewheeling down. This is for the RTC Mayor's Cup, powered by Expo Lanka. And now we can see the lead decreasing a little by little, and no one knows what's going to happen exactly, because we have Glittering trailing behind Vigorous and decreasing that gap. And now, as they negotiate the final bend, they're about to take the straight stretch for this 1600-meter race for the RTC Mayor's Cup out by Expo Lanka, and we have Vigorous still in the lead, but we have Glittering in the outside, and also from the inside we have Olive, still Vigorous, giving a vigorous run there, and all the way, looks like Vigorous is going to go all the way, and we have definitely Glittering. Glittering making that final chase, Vigorous Glittering, and Glittering indeed. Well, it looked like Glittering made the final dash to the finish line, although we had Vigorous having the lead right from the start. That was nail biting and a half. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Everyone thought Vigorous is going to win, but right at the end, Glittering did a dash. So let's find out from the judges, or let's find out from the replay as to what exactly happened. So the replay will show it all, and also the judges will tell it all. We complete race number 3 here at the RTC Governors Cup Race Day 2021. Well, the weather gods not giving us favorable weather right now. We have a little bit of drizzle, and it might, looks like it might get a little worse than a drizzle. But let's hope that things will stabilize. Yes, the Governors Cup 2021, horse racing at the highest level. So let's see what the story is. Let's see what the story is. Have a look at that. Have a look at the replay. Have a look at the replay. These are the highlights. Vigorous, maintaining a vigorous run right through. And right at the end, we have...
තමන්ගේ ආර්ථිකය වෙනුවෙන් යන ගමනක් නෙවෙයි.
Coming number 1 is Glittering, and number 2, Vigorous, and number 3 was Olive. Congratulations. All right, so we have little more than a drizzle here in Nuwara Eliya, and to all the live audience watching us on Channel Live, we are now moving on to a short break to the main control room. We'll be back soon. And to the others, enjoy a little bit of...
තමන්ගේ ආර්ථිකය වෙනුවෙන් යන ගමනක්
It starts with one. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this one to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks like away. So I'm real. Look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, but didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside. I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of the time I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I have to fall, lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Hana taula not chamkarai. Dama oyamuna mataketiyai mata mataketiyai dura aata hai rahmadam dura aata hai rahmadam dura wala nabi api wahe wadi lisana taru Ada taru ada taru ama ada bala ke nuba aka se kiu e nuba ha para
හිටි හැටියේම ඇත හැලුණු වසන්ත වගේ ඔබ හමු වූයේ කවදාද මතක නැතේ ඒ හැමදේම සීවෙන්දි හිතට දුකයි අප හමුයේ වතද කියලා අප හමුයේ වතද කියලා අප හමුයේ වතද කියලා
Yeah. This one's for Chester. Rest in peace. Yeah. It starts with one day. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this one to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks like away. So hungry. Look out below, watch the time going out the window. Trying to hold on, but didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of the time I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I have to fall, lose it all.
හැමදාම ඔය මූණ මතකේ තියෙයි මට මතකේ තියෙයි දුර ආකාරයේ රෑ හැමදාම දුර ආකාරයේ රෑ හැමදාම
දුර බලන්න අපි වෙහෙවදී ඉස්සෙන් තරවල අපි වෙමව අර තරුවනුව අර තරුවම අද බලගෙන නුඹ ආකාශයේ කිව්වේ නුඹ මහා පරතරය අදරක ඇති දුර ආලෝක වර්ෂ නුඹ දකින්නේ අද මගේ අතීතය නිවි නිවි දැනෙන්නේ මගේ අතීතය මතකෙට එන මතකෙ වියෝම වෙන බව දනවුන මගදී මොකෝම යලකන තෙක් බලවුන මෙතෙක් එන්න මෙහි යලබුනේ නැතේ නෙම වෙන ආදරකට වඩා දෙන්නේ කතරදී අවබෝධය මත මතකෙ බව ඔය බව හොයාගනි නුඹ තරුවන කවුරුවර
හිටි හැටියේම ඇත හැලුණු වසන්ත වගේ ඔබ හමු වූයේ කවදාද මතක නැතේ ඒ හැමදේම සීවෙන්දි හිතට දුකයි අප හමුයේ වතද the Kiala.
Yeah.
Apa hamu
It starts with one. I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this one to explain in due time. All I know, time is irrelevant here. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks like away. So unreal. Then look out below. Watch the time go out the window. Trying to hold on, but didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside. I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of the time I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I have to fall, lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Hadapana tarula nacham karai. Dama oyamuna mataketiyai mata mataketiyai dura aata hai rahamdam dura aata hai rahamdam dura wala nabi api wahe wadi lisana tarwala api wa ma wa ara tarwa ara tarwa mama adabala kene nuwa akase ekiwa nuwa ma ha para taraya adaraka adi dura aloka varsha nuwa dakine anda mage atitaya nibi nibi da nenne mage atitaya mataketa ena matake bioma wena mama dana una magadi makoma yala kuna tek wala una mete mate ena segi yala mune nate nema mene adara kada wala tenne katara dia bote mate mama hemu mama oya mama hoya gani nuwa taru wala karuwara Hiti hati yema Ata halunu asanta vage Wabahamu voye Kawadada matakadate He hamadema Sivendi tatatukai Abahamu ye the Kiala. Apa hamu Apa hamu
Yeah. This one's for Chester.
Rest in peace. Yeah. It starts with one. I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this one to explain in due time. All I know, time is a relevant hit. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. So hungry. Still look out below. Watch the time go out the window. Trying to hold on, but didn't even know I wasted it all. Just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of the time I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I have to fall, lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
It starts with one. I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this one to explain in due time. All I know, time is a relevant hit. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. So hungry. Still look out below. Watch the time go out the window. Trying to hold on, but didn't even know wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of the time I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I have to fall, lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Hata pala tarula nap chamkarai matu chamkarai. Hema dama oyamuna matake tiyai mata matake tiyai. Dura aata hai rehma dama. Dura aata hai
Something to it. Dura wala na api wa hewa di lisana taru wala api wa mewa ara taru wa nuwa ara taru wa mama ata bala kene nuwa aka se kiwa nuwa maha para taraya adara ka adi dura alo ka barsha nuwa dakine anga mage atita ya libi da nenne mage atita ya mata ke talena mata ke bioma wena mama dana una maga di makoma yala kene te wala una me te kada el me yala bine na te never bene adara kada maga te kadara di aba bote mata mata ke mama hoya kani mata wena kanu wala I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall, lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Stop the love, there's no sleeping now, no sleeping now. It's turning down, they don't know. I'll be raising our hands, shining up to the
It starts with
One day, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks like away. So hungry. Still look out below. Watch the time going out the window. Trying to hold on, but didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of the time I tried.
Welcome back. After the interruption, we had a little bit of interruption there, and that was totally beyond our control. And that is, in fact, the weather hampering the activity a little bit. But anyway, we are on schedule because we were supposed to start the Queen's Cup, the RTC Queen's Cup powered by Classic Travel at 1 p.m. That was the scheduled time of commencement. So we're not that bad. We're just around 3 minutes behind. So have a look at the screen. Have a look at the screen. And we have 8 runners vying for the RTC Queen's Cup powered by Classic Travel. We have number 1, Brilliant Cut, owned by D. Ajanta D'Souza, trained by Jayanta Vijay Singh and S. Dinesh Raj, the jockey. Number 2, Captain Haddock, owned by Edward Stables, trained by S.D. Mahesh and jockey J. Chinoy. Number 3 will be Roswald, owned by the Edward Stables again and trained by S.D. Mahesh and jockey K. Naidu. Number 4, Star Scholar, owned by Mr. and Mrs. Gamini Jayaratna, trained by Sridhar Silvaratnam and the jockey R. Vaibhav. Number 5 will be Silver Streak, owned by Mr. W.R.M. Ramses Peter Fernando, trained by S.D. Mahesh and the jockey L. Dialan. Number 6 will be Another Race. The owner, Mr. Hasanga Jayaratna, trainer Sridhar Silvaratnam and the jockey Vivek. Number 7 will be Celestial Fire, owned by Fearless Stables and Stud Farm, trainer S.V. Madhyalagam, the jockey K. Sanjeevan. And number 8, Star Race, owned by Mr. Hasanga Jayaratna, trainer Sridhar Silvaratnam and the jockey B. Yogaraj. So that's the list of runners for the RTC Queen's Cup powered by Classic Travel. So we have 2 runners in similar attire, Another Race and Star Race, owned by Mr. Hasanga Jayaratna, and also Roswald and Captain Haddock. The other 2 similar colors, owned by Edward Stables. So it's going to be exciting because we have 8 runners vying for the RTC Queen's Cup 2000-meter race. It's going to be exciting. Earlier we had the 1800-meter race for the Mayor's Cup, and now it has been extended to 2000 meters, 2000 meters. So let's find out who wins. You can keep guessing. Keep guessing. You have your program sheets with you. If you have, just have a look at the list of runners and you can come to your own forecasts. Loading operations will happen soon because all the runners are at the starting gates. Loading operations to commence very, very soon. So it's a little misty and the view not very, very clear, but nevertheless we see 4 or 5 riders already stalled, 5 runners already stalled, and the 6th and the 7th, and hopefully the 8th. So 3 outside the gates, 5 already stalled. That's what we can see right now. Brilliant Cut, Captain Haddock, Roswell, Star Scholar, Silver Streak, Another Ace, Celestial Fire, and Star Ace. In the race, in the fight for the prestigious RTC Queen's Cup, which is also a very prestigious title in the history of horse racing here in Nuwara Eliya. The Queen's Cup and also the Governor's Cup to follow. So we are almost ready. Set and ready for the gates to open any moment. The gates open and the race starts. So, ladies and gentlemen, get yourselves ready for another exciting race, a 2000-meter race. And one more. one more rider to be stalled, one more runner, and that is, as I can see, Celestial Fire, is that right? And looks like we are all set and ready for the gates to open. And this is for the RTC Queen's Cup, powered by Classic Travel, and a race. Getting an even start, and we have a Star Scholar getting a lead initially, and as they move in front of you, the grandstand, put your cheer as well, and the Star Scholar still in the lead, and we have quite a big bunch of runners together, trailing Star Scholar, and we have another race, giving a little bit of chase and overtaking Star Scholar there as they negotiated the bend and getting the uphill stretch, and another race, as we can see, overtaking Star Scholar there. And this is a 200 meter race, and another race getting the lead bigger and bigger as they take the uphill stretch, and now the downhill stretch into the straight stretch as they progress. So we have a little bit of lead between the first and the second, and also we have this RTC Queen's Cup powered by Classic Travel, and this is run for 200 meters. So we have a little bit of mist over there, and as you see, quite a bit of a lead there between the first and the second. Looks like we have about 6 lengths between the first and the second. That's a classic run by the one in the lead, but the lead is decreasing, as you see. And now, is it Star Scholar? Yes. Again, we see Star Scholar getting into the lead, leading as they negotiate the bend and taking the stretch there in this 200 meter mark. And a little bit going out of view and coming back into the view as they negotiate the bend. And look what's happening right now. The final stretch of the race. And looks what's happening right now. Star Scholar again in the lead. And overtaking Silver Streak is there. Overtaking Star Scholar. And anything could happen. Another race as well on the wider outside. Another race. And also Silver Streak there. And Star Scholar is also there. And it looks like another race is getting the edge. Wow, what a race that was. And that comes to the end of the RTC Queen's Cup powered by Classic Travel. A huge highlight race here at the RTC Governors Cup Race Day 2021. Like before, like the earlier one, it was absolutely entertaining indeed. So the picture that you saw at the start, the lead that you saw at the start was definitely changed as the race progressed, and at the end, definitely we had a complete, total change to the expected result, or what you saw at the start. So we're waiting for the official results to come in the judges display area, but right now the celebrations are on. Could you please put your hands together firstly for all the runners, and on the screen you can see what happened. Have a look at the screen. Initially Star Scholar spearheading at the start, giving a good lead, and also we had another race. Have a look at that. Another race overtaking Star Scholar there, and this is a fine replay of what exactly happened here at the 200 meter race. And now we're waiting for the official results to come. The official results to come, and also the winning moments. There you go, the official results coming up. And could you please put your hands together as we bring on the results. And the winner of the RTC Queen's Cup powered by Classic Travel. And could you please put your hands together for another race, everybody? And that's the winning moment. And also on the screen, you have that nail-biting finish by another race. coming from the wider outside and giving us an unexpected result there. Owned by Mr. Hasanga Jaratna and the trainer Sridhar Selvaratnam and the winning jockey Vivek. Congratulations. And coming second was Silver Streak. Congratulations to Silver Streak. And coming third was Star Scholar. Congratulations. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, could you please put your hands together for the winner of the RTC Queen's Cup powered by Classic Travel. Another race owned by Mr. Hasanga Jaratna, the trainer Sridhar Selvaratnam and the winning jockey Vivek. Congratulations. So that completes race number 4. Have a look at the screen. That's the result in summary. Another race, number 1, Silver Streak number 2, and Star Scholar number 3. The winners of the RTC Queen's Cup, powered by Classic Travel. So what's left in terms of horse racing is the highlight. The highlight. Not that these were not highlights, but we're waiting for the highlight, which is the Governor's Cup 2021, the RTC Governor's Cup 2021. Have a look at the screen, glittering there. Yes, and waiting for someone to win it. Who's going to be the winner? That's the million-dollar question. So for the Governor's Cup, we'll be having 9 runners. 9 runners, the RTC Governor's Cup, which is powered by EFL, our main sponsor, and that will be run to a distance of 1,800 meters. So the stalling gates or the starting gates will be changed right now from the 2,000 meter to 1,800 meters. So those are the grand trophies to be presented, and a little bit of celebration by the weather gods as well up there, together with you down here at the race course in Nuwara Eliya.
So we have the pleasure of inviting His Worship Chandralal Karunaratne, the Mayor of Nuwara Eliya. And together with the Mayor, we'd like to invite a couple of very special people. Mr. Hitoshi Kanahori, the Chairman of Expo Lanka Holdings. And also we'd like to invite We also would like to invite the former Mayor of Nuwara Eliya, Mr. Mahinda Dunampagamage as well. We also invite Mr. Ryota Hakaria, the Manager, Expo Lanka Holdings PLC and RTC Committee Member. And can we also invite Mr. Saib Yusuf, Managing Director, EFL, and also Mr. Silmi Ahmed, the Chief Executive Officer of ITX 360 EFL, and Attorney at Law, Panduka Kirtinanda, the legal advisor, former President and legal advisor for RTC. So that's the presentation party. So get ready. This is the presentation of the RTC Mayor's Cup. Come on, put your hands together for the presentation party. All right. Now, we're going to invite the winner. Let's put our hands together. It was comfortably won by Glittering. Come on, put your hands together for Glittering. And we'd like to invite the winning owner, trainer, and the jockey. Glittering owned by Edward Stables. And also trainer S.D. Mahesh and the jockey J. Chinoy. Can we invite the winning forces behind the Glittering? So we have Madam Purni Edwards, who will represent the Edwards Stables. That's the race number 3, RTC Mayor's Cup, powered by Expo Lanka. At prasanna natin ang madiyagi lukuy. Come on, put your hands together louder. For Glittering. What a glittering performance there by Glittering, winning the RTC Mayor's Cup. And now for that all-important trophy. Have a look at that. Glittering indeed. Put your hands together. The winner. Glittering, owned by Edward Stables, trained by S.D. Mahesh, and the winning jockey, J. Chinoy. Congratulations. And we want you to remain frozen for our photographers to capture. So the all-important photos are being taken. So this is in fact the third race that concluded a short while ago, just before the rains came down and hampered a little bit of activity here at the race course. And soon after the rains, thank you very much to the Mayor, the former Mayor, and to the presentation party. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Right, we're getting ready for the Governor's Cup. And before the Governor's Cup, we're going to make the presentation for the winner of the RTC Queen's Cup. So get ready for that as well. So let me run through the presentation party for the RTC Queen's Cup, sponsored by Classic Travel. So are we ready for the presentation? Yes, we are ready for the presentation. And to present the RTC Queen's Cup, we would like to very warmly invite His Excellency Akira Sugiyama. His Excellency Akira Sugiyama, the Japanese ambassador to Sri Lanka. A very warm welcome to you, Your Excellency. And also, we'd like to invite once again the Chairman of Expo Lanka Holdings PLC, Mr. Hitoshi Kanahori, guest of honor, and also Mr. Saib Yusuf, Managing Director, EFL, and also Mr. Ryota Hakaria, Manager, Expo Lanka Holdings PLC. And also, we'd like to invite Mr. Rifan Razim, the committee member, and also General Manager of the Grand Hotel. Gentlemen, can we have you in the presentation area? All right. The presentation party is ready to present the RTC Queen's Cup. The RTC Queen's Cup, powered by Classic Travel. And the winner, as you know, another race. Come on, put your hands together for another race. That was a magnificent run by another race. superpower there by another race owned by Mr. Hasanga Jayaratna, trained by Sridhar Selvaratnam and the winning jockey Vivek. Come on, put your hands together. So we have Mr. Gamini Jayaratna as well on stage, and the winning forces behind the victory of another race. Aplosanadimadi, come on, put your hands together. This is the winner of the RTC Queen's Cup, powered by Classic Travel. What a spectacular performance there by another race, providing us super duper entertainment here at the racecourse in Nuwara Eliya, in the midst of the not so good weather conditions. So that's the most prestigious one. The Queen's Cup. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. The RTC Queen's Cup, being presented by His Excellency to the winner. Congratulations, another race and the winning forces behind another race. And thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. And to the presentation party, thank you very much. We're done with the presentation. And while we get ready for the most looked forward to race here at the RTC Governors Cup Race Day 2021, we are in fact moving into a special message as well. We're getting ready for a message, and this message is in fact from our main sponsor. Thank you very much once again to Expo Lanka, or EFL, and we have a special message to all of you watching us from the chairman himself of Expo Lanka Holdings PLC, Mr. Hitoshi Kanahori.
Expo Lanka has been sponsoring so many sports like rugby, football, volleyball, and we also associate with many other CSR activities such as school sports and any other project. So the partnership entered with Expo Lanka will definitely benefit horse racing, and its contributors in many ways for years to come. For example, to manage horse racing, it is definitely needed to import horse from Europe region or sometimes Japan. So in this point, we can be of help for the Royal Turf Club to import the horse from other foreign country. And but the main focus of the pairing will be provide an unforgettable day on the 15th of April, memorable Governors Cup. EFL and Expo Lanka are very happy to partner and support such a prestigious event, not only as the main sponsor, but also as an activity involved logistics partner. You will get to know about this in the near future. So we would like to keep this close relationship with Royal Turf Club, RTC. We are talking about a partnership that will grow from strength to strength in the future.
Well, that was a message from the chairman himself. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for a segment of fashion before we get into the Governors Cup Race 2021. So once again, the models are ready and the team is ready, and this is another fantastic collection from Charini Suryage. Put your hands together for Charini Suryage's wonderful collection of fashion.
I should've stayed with you last night instead of going down to find.
in the midst of this not so good weather conditions. Well, they were brave enough to come onto the ramp. Thank you very much. They deserve a bigger round of applause, a bigger one. Come on, everybody. Even in the midst of this rainy weather condition, they never gave up. Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much for your bravery. Thank you. Thank you very much. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, here at the race course in Nuwara Eliya, we have now come to the finale race, the race that you've been waiting for. And that is the RTC Governor's Cup 2021. And for our TV viewers watching us on Channel I, just to give you a small break as we move into the MCR, and we'll be back very, very soon. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.
so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I have to fall, lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Hadapana tarulana chamkarai matu chamkarai. Hamadama oyamuna mataketiyai matu mataketiyai. Dura aata hai rahamadam. Dura aata hai
When I'm